Good afternoon, all my BCS families. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday afternoon. I just wanted to pop over a little video and email with a little bit of information that hopefully will make your Monday morning go a little bit smoother in our second week here of e-learning. So the first thing that I've created here is a daily to-do list. So there has been a little bit of confusion. There is difference between K-5 through 4th and what they do every day and what our 5th and 6th graders do every day. So I have created these to-do lists for you. And hopefully this is something you can just print out, check off, however you want to do it to make sure you're staying on top of everything that needs to happen. I've also created a to-do list for our Wednesdays. Remember, we talked about Wednesdays looking differently. And so there are still some things that need to happen on Wednesday, but like I said, it's a little bit different. Hopefully this will help everybody keep organized as we move forward. The other thing that I have to show you today is the new specials log. So we didn't really emphasize specials last week. We were trying to get all of the core subjects up and running. And I think at this point, pretty much everybody is on to exact path and we're moving in that direction. I know we still have some little hiccups here and there, but we do need to go ahead and move to start logging our specials so that we can hit those daily hour requirements that the state is requiring. So I'm going to be sending everybody this special log. It'll be attached to the email. And what we're looking for you to do is each week just note how much time you're spending in your specials. So I've given a couple examples here. If on Monday you do 20 minutes of an art project, 20 minutes of library, which could be reading, or it could be one of the activities that Mrs. Sims posted in her RenWeb resources, and 20 minutes of PE, I would mark it like this. I did get the question, I take piano lessons, I take guitar lessons, things like that. So if you are doing that music time, please, you can go ahead and log that if you're doing it virtually, and it would look something like music lesson. I spent 45 minutes, but then I also spent 20 minutes on an art project. We are asking that you do about 60 minutes. That'd be about 20 minutes each of the 3 specials, or if you wanted to break it out 15 by 4 specials, you could do that as well. But we are looking for that. So you can see here there's a place for the student's name and a place for the signature. Here at the top are the directions, and so you can choose from music, art, PE, and library. And we are asking that you would email these back to your homeroom teacher at the end of the week. So this is the specials log for this week. I will send you another one next Sunday for the following week. And the dates are important so we can keep this track and we can keep track of all of our time. The other thing I wanted to go back and look at was our Edmentum. So you cannot work on your assessments on the weekends. It is locked down. I will tell you that is something I did not know, so I apologize. Many of the teachers sent out an email saying, please get all your assessments done before Monday, but you can't get in there and work on that, so I apologize. That's, we're learning things every day. But I wanted to come back and talk about, kind of what we should be looking for on daily. I know on the schedule it says 30 minutes in each subject, but to give you an idea, if I go in here to math, what we're really looking at is you want to do probably 1 to 2 lessons a day, depending on how much time it's taking you. So if you do a lesson, a practice, and a quiz, and you look at the time, and you've been doing this for 40 minutes, well, then you're done. If you do a lesson, a practice, you take the quiz, the student doesn't get an 85% or higher, it's going to kick them back to this lesson again, all right? Because we're looking for that mastery at 85% or higher. Please don't let kids get discouraged about getting kicked back to the top, because this is something that naturally happens in classrooms all the time. They probably just don't associate it the same way as they are here. So there's often times where a teacher teaches something, they do a worksheet, several kids didn't get it, and the teacher goes back and reteaches it. Students don't really think too much about it because it's not necessarily like a test or a quiz. This is the same way. So often what happens is they teach, they practice, they teach, they practice. So it's okay for students to have to go through one of these more than once. If on the second time they go through and they still have a hard time, then that's when the teacher will step in, and you can either reach out to them or they will reach out to you, and we will figure out where the misconception is. So again, it's not how many of these here that we're doing a day. It's about how much time we're taking and doing it. I know several of you have asked about a counter for the screen. And right now Edmonton is so backed up because they are helping so many schools go online that they have not been able to help me with that. There are some timers out there. If you were to go to Windows and pull up a timer, you can do it that way. You can actually go here and you can search. And I put in timer, and it gave me this alarm clock here, which you could actually set for a countdown and put it in the background. I did find a site called Snap Timer, and it is a free timer. It looks like this. It will actually go down into your work bar. So you could actually download this timer and it would just go into your bar at the bottom. You would be able to set it, and your students would be able to kind of keep track on how long they were working without having an additional screen. Like I said, this would actually go down to your toolbar while they were working into Edmentum. So those are some options that we have as far as trying to work around how long you're working. But again, I cannot stress enough that we're looking for averages over the week. So if you are at 25 minutes one day and 40 the next, that's okay. We're not pulling this every day and looking. We're looking for those 30-minute averages. But that's about how long we need to be spending in each of those subjects. Again, I encourage, if you have any questions or concerns, to email, call the office. We'll be happy to help you. I hope that you're having a great Sunday evening, and I look forward to a wonderful week of e-learning with you all next week.